Welcome to the Nikki Clarke Show. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, we're back with another interview, and just making sure everybody's okay. All right, you're good? Let me hear if you're all right. Okay, good stuff. I'm so excited to introduce the co-founder of Esmen Curry Powder Inc., Elizabeth Ainsworth. Please welcome her to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Nikki.
It's a pleasure. So how did we connect? It was at the National Women's Show.
Yes.
And I went to your booth and I said, wow, I didn't know curry came in so many delicious flavors. And then I learned more about what it was and who you were. And I said, you got to come on the show and share this. So thank you so much for being here and saying yes to the invitation. Amazing. So you've got a pretty amazing journey yourself. You're coming from the IT world. That was your initial career. And then now you are the co-founder and managing director of Esmen's Curry Powder. So how did the family, so this is a family generational recipe, how did it inspire to take this leap of faith to be an entrepreneur?
Okay. So this curry powder started with my mother. That's why it's called Esmen's Curry Powder, and that's her name. Back in 1984, when she couldn't find work, and being a single mother in Jamaica, she needed to find money to send me to school, raise me pretty much. And that's how the curry powder started. Fast forward a few years, I finished school, moved to England, did my degree, started my career in IT. And I would go back home and I see that my mom still sells this curry powder. And I was like, oh my God, she still sells curry powder. People still, but it's also the best curry powder because I've tried other brands when I was living in England, even when I came to Canada. And every time I go back home, I thought, I should brand it. It just lingered with me for a while. So COVID came, gave me the opportunity to reflect, and I also wanted to change my career, move out of IT. Even I'm still in IT, by the way, but this is my transition to go into different things and get into business. So yeah, this is how I started the journey, from just reflecting on what I wanted to do with my life.
Right.
And I thought, I'm going to brand my mom's curry powder.
And it's blended with love since 1984. I like that.
So love is my favorite word. My grandmother taught me that if you do everything with love, then you will have no regrets in life. You'll just have to accept your journey because you know that you did it from a pure place.
Yes, I love that. And I know that nature is very, integral in what you do and how you kind of, do your business. So tell me a little bit about that, how nature influences your business.
Nature
journey.
is important to me because one of my favorite quotes is, nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. It teaches me patience. Nature teaches me growth. There are 4 seasons, and I'll start with fall. The plants loses their leaves. Then we get spring, they bud back up, they grow. Then summer, they, in their glorified selves. And then we have winter. What nature teaches me is that everything in life is temporary. Loss is temporary. Growth, you're going to keep growing. So you're here today. This where you are presently is temporary because your best is yet to come. So nature teach me that if you look at nature, you'll realize that you're on a journey for yourself. There's no need to compete. There's no need to judge. Mm-hmm. You just stay your path, focus, and you'll just get to where you're supposed to be in life.
Naturally.
Yes.
I just thought I'd say that. Awesome. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful sentiments. So the curry company, curry powder, how many flavors do you have?
So currently we just have one,
okay.
But we have plans. I was just talking to people in the audience that we have plans to launch 4 more flavors in 2024.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're hoping that we will have, I actually got an idea for a 5th flavor from somebody in the audience, but that's going to take a while to come up with because the 4 flavors, I've already started experimenting and testing, and we're pretty much ready to go to market. It's just we need a little bit more funding, because then you have to get new packaging, and you know what it is to launch a new product. It's not just, oh yeah, I've got the recipe. There's a lot
There's
more
a whole lot
involved.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
put it out there. Maybe you'll find a funder tonight.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you tell us what the flavors are?
Yeah, so we are going to have one with ginger, because when I cook with curry, I add like fresh ginger, and that's where I get the idea from. I'm like, what if I make my curry powder to have the ginger flavor itself, so you don't have to add your own? Going to pop-up markets, people are always asking me, do you have any with spice? So we want to do one with chili powder, just for the mild spice. And I'm working with somebody in Jamaica to get a powder form of the Scotch bonnet pepper.
Ooh, that's going to be a hot one.
Yes, and so we have one with Scotch bonnet. And the last one is the allspice, because I think, for me, because I'm a foodie person, I like cooking, the allspice, when I add it to my curry, especially when you're cooking meat, it gives it a nicer flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, save the Scotch bonnet one for me. That's the one I like.
Well, that one is dependent on getting the powder form of the Scotch bonnet pepper from Jamaica. Yeah. So hopefully we can get that here. But yeah, that's also going to be my favorite.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Well, this is amazing. So where can people go and purchase the curry powder now?
Okay, so you can purchase it online at esmenscurrypowder.com. There's also some independent retailers within the GTA that are selling it. The details are on the website, so if you go to the website and go to retailers, you'll see the retailers that are selling it. And from time to time, we are at pop-up markets. Like Nikki mentioned, she met me at the National Women's Show. So whenever I'm going to be at a market, I always put the details on Instagram where I'm going to be at. But yeah, reach out to me, social media. It's also at esmenscurrypowder.com for any other information. And
before you go, I just want to ask a question. Sure. And if you can just take a look into the audience lens right there. Yeah. Someone is watching you right now, and they're on the fence about starting their own business. What would you tell them?
Just start. Just start. And start with the fear. Start with the doubt. Start with this little bit of money that you have. I mean, I start with my savings, because I used all my savings into this company. Now I'm trying to get grant to launch the other 4 products, because I just wanted to start. I was like, okay, no excuses. Like Mark said, no excuses. I just start. And you don't have to have the fancy business plan. My business plan was on my journal. A little notes here today. Within the idea, well, I had the idea for a long time, but I didn't do anything with it. It just lingered in my thoughts, you know, from time to time. And I just took up my notebook and I just started writing. I started designing my logo, like envisioning what I wanted it to look like, what the packaging, and I just started notes. I did not have a business plan when I launched this product. Well, I wouldn't say that. I didn't have that formal, fancy template. So what I would say, just start. Start with what you have and learn, and you're going to grow, and you're going to make your product better and better and better, or your business better, whatever you're doing. So just start.
Just start. I love that. All right, just get started. Thank you so much. Elizabeth Ainsworth. All right, please check her out, Esmen's Curry Powder. She's on Instagram, and she's also got the website.
Yeah.
Can you tell us again what it is?
So the website is esmenscurrypowder.com.
Fantastic. All right, thank you again. We'll be right back. You don't want to miss this. King Moses going to give us a little wiggle soca performance. Come right back.